Hello everyone, this is Shaun of the Dead here. I'm just doing a quick review for you on this Ruger 1022. This is my Ruger 1022. There are many like it, but this one is mine. This is a by request from my buddy Jason in Kentucky. This review is for you, bro. This is my Ruger 1022. I chose the black synthetic stock with the black barrel. I like that sport look. You can pick up wood barrel with black stock. Black synthetic with a stainless steel barrel, and a myriad of different wood grain stocks with thumb holes and sometimes matched barrels. If you pick up those other flavors, you may be spending a little bit more than I spent on this one. This one that I purchased, also I purchased a wooden one with a black barrel. Those are, you can get them for $2.50 or less. My buddy picked one up at a gun show, I think for like $2.25 out the door, with fiber optic rear and front versus the traditional flip up rear and bead front that this one has. So you can pick them up fairly inexpensively. They come with standard with a 10 round box mag. I personally picked up a couple of Butler Creek banana mags, or 25 round mags. Make sure you get the steel lip if you do. Don't get the plastic lip, because the plastic lips will just tear right up over a lot of use from cycling. Make sure you get the steel lip, and that's this portion right here that's steel, not plastic. Ruger has now come out with a name brand 25 round banana mag. I haven't had the pleasure of firing through one of those yet, but you know, if Ruger's in the indication stamped on the side as they do with their firearms, I'm sure it's fine. As soon as I fire one, I'll let you all know. I have a Nikon ProStaff 3x9 scope on here. You can shoot at open sights, fiber optic sights. You can change the furniture on it and change out the complete stock on it to make it look like any kind of assault rifle you want. AR, AK, MP5, you know, you make it look like an SMG. It doesn't matter. There's tons of accessories for this thing. The Ruger 1022 and the AR-15 are probably the two firearms in the world that have the most accessories for them. So keep that in mind. If you don't like the stock you have on it, if you get a chance to pick one up real cheap and you don't like the stock, pick it up anyway and go and buy something you do like. It's highly recommended, you know, to be able to do that. Now let's talk about accuracy. Accuracy on the Ruger 1022 is very good. I mean, it keeps a tight little pattern. I can drill 3-inch targets at 100 yards with this thing. By knowing where to put it on my scope. Now again, I do have a pretty powerful scope on it, so I can see what I'm doing. And I use a little bit of a good old-fashioned Kentucky windage, and I can keep a 3-inch pattern pretty well all day long with this thing at 100 yards. I have it sighted in for 50 yards. As you'll see here at the end of this video, I'll show you some shooting tips here shortly. Of, you know, some of the precision shooting of this gun. And by wrapping them off without taking any real time to aim and not, you know, just pop, 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 I can hold a 3-inch grouping all day long and just eat that thing up. I try to shoot small little targets, and you'll see I shoot a little dot on there as part of the demonstration to kind of give you an idea. If you want to take your time and you want to take your shot, you can take the shot. And that's part of my multiple shootings. You'll get to see that momentarily. I did do a trigger job to this one. You can get trigger jobs for about 65, 70 bucks-ish. When I went to pick mine up, the gunsmith's like, oh, I'll slap that in for you real quick. And he took it back on the back, slapped that dude in, and it was out maybe 15, 20 minutes, something like that. So the trigger job is fantastic. It just breaks like glass. It just, bam, and she just goes right off. When you want her to fire, she will fire. Now, let's talk about some reliability. I have had the experience of having a Ruger 1022 most of my life growing up as a kid. And I gotta say, I've put thousands and thousands upon thousands of rounds through it before, as gun savvy as I am now, and I didn't clean it. Now, my dad probably would have tanned my hide if he realized that, but I didn't clean it. And my cousin, he used our little Marlin 22 we had, and he would have, you know, either an FTF or a stovepipe issue, or some type of an ejector issue where it just wouldn't even extract the spent casing, and we'd spend most of the day trying to pull shell casings out of that gun. It would have an issue 50, 100 rounds in, it would have an issue. Another 50, 100 rounds in, it would have another issue. And me with a dirty gun, never clean, I would just rattle them off, not a problem. Now, since then, I've taken my dad's words to heart. If you take care of it, it'll take care of you. Make sure you maintain your firearm. Treat it right. It's an investment. You don't want to, crap on your investment. So make sure you take care of it. Clean it. Take care of it. It deserves it. All your firearms do. So well-maintained firearm, and I have no issues. If I happen to have a bad round, I cycle out the old round, it kicks it out, I drop the slide back, and I just continue on firing down the range. And I use cheap bulk ammo from Walmart. I'm talking about those 550 round boxes or 555 round boxes that you get for 15, 17 bucks, something like that. I shoot that crap through here, and this just eats it on up. Now, if you want to pick up some high-priced CCNI, I'm sure you wouldn't have any issues whatsoever, unless you, again, happen to have a bad round. And when you're talking about 22 long rifles, they are a very small rimfire rifle, so it's hard to get them as quality as you can some of your centerfire firearm ammunition. But for the cost and for what you get out of it, the value of this firearm, I couldn't recommend a better 22 rifle. I'm sure you can get a better 22 rifle as far as accuracy is concerned. If you can pick up a match grade barrel, you might, I'd be a little hard pressed to find a 22 rifle that's as durable as this one and reliable, even if you do pick up a match grade barrel and can outshoot it. But you're probably not going to get it anywhere near the price of this firearm. I haven't found a firearm out there that's a 22 long rifle that's around this cost price point that has any of the abilities of this firearm. If you happen to know one, let me know and we'll check it out. Maybe I can see what I can do about doing a review on one once I get the opportunity to pick one of those up. But right now, this is probably I'd say the best 22 on the market. It's probably the most well-known 22 on the market. And again, you have tons of accessories. So accuracy is fantastic, even without a match grade barrel. Reliability, it just keeps on trucking, even when you don't clean it. But it's best if you do. And it comes with your standard sight rail that you can put on there. It's not on there, but it's already drilled for it, and it comes in the box. So you can slap on a scope mounts and strap your scope on there and zero it in, and next thing you know, you'll be shooting the eyes out of zombie targets before you know it. So zombie apocalypse comes. It only takes a 22 round to pierce the head. So combat effective 100 yards, easy for a 22 caliber to pierce a zombie skull. So keep that in mind whenever you're hunting zombies and you're in a safe location. You can just peg them off all day long. Yeah, the Ruger 10/22. It's a very, very lightweight firearm in general. Even whenever you have the wood stock, it's still not very heavy. And yeah, and questions, comments, video responses are welcomed. Please respond. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Feedback is always welcome. So I just want to know what your thoughts are as well. Maybe you happen to get a limit Ruger 10/22 and you want to vent about it. Vent to me. That's fine. I'll be your sounding board. I have no problem with that. And as always, don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to be shooting 50 yards in with that zombie hand. So just to kind of give you an idea, I showed you earlier. Okay. So I'll show you here shortly when we go down there and show you the results of the Ruger 1022 at 50 yards. We're going to be walking back down 50 yards for you to kind of give you an indication of what we were shooting at. Again, this is my Ruger 1022 with my little Nikon 3x9 scope on it. It's got the BDC on it. That stands for your bullet drop compensator. We are out here in the Garland Range. I love this place. The staff out here is awesome. Atmosphere, people are great. Everything's ran real by the book. So as you can see, wrapping off most of my 25 round mag. Most of them are in the head. I got a little off, so yeah, I was goofing off a little bit there. And then as you can see, it took me a little pop there, and then I shot my last two over here.